Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for some football. Was Jerry Jones right this whole time about Micah Parsons? Could the Green Bay Packers have bought a lemon? Gotta get to the politician in Wilmington, North Carolina who put some drugs in his step-granddaughter's ice cream. And plus, what's going on with this Rat Atlanta situation? That and more. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Welcome to another episode of 58 South TV presents Topics of Discussion, your new home for sports news and entertainment. I'm your man, 58 South. That is the homeboy, Juice Jones. And today's episode is brought to you by the Inspired Experience, taking place November 15th, 7 p.m. at the Hilton Raleigh North Hills, located at 3415 Wake Forest Road, Raleigh, North Carolina, with the red carpet starting at 5 p.m. A red carpet poetry, music, and art event like no other. One night, one writer, a cast of icons, one unforgettable experience. Imagine a night where elegance, creativity, and community collide. Welcome to the Inspired Experience, a red carpet fashion-forward celebration of poetry, performance, and connection. Founded and written entirely by SP the writer, every word spoken from the stage is his. Delivered by an elite cast of top-tier performers, actors, and vocalists. This isn't a poetry night. This is a full-scale, emotionally charged, visually stunning production that oscillates between electrifying concert moments, powerful theatrical poetry performances, red carpet interviews, and high-fashion elegance. A curated art gallery in the pre-show, and intimate hosting by the iconic Crystal Demuse. Get your tickets at inspiredtickets.com. Use promo code 58South to save up to $35 off your tickets. Now, let's start the show. Juice, what's happening, homie?
What's up, baby? I am ready for some football.
Yeah, she here. It is your time to shine, my brother. It is your time to shine. Speaking of football and your time to shine, how'd your picks pan out for you as far as the college
You
situation?
see me smiling, baby. You ain't even got to ask that kind of question, brother. You talking to Juice Jones. When I say I'm ready for football, the real question is football ready for me?
I heard that.
I definitely called Florida State, and I definitely called LSU. So anybody out there that's betting, they better know what time it is. Come mess with Juice Jones if you want to get money, baby.
I'm willing to bet that Florida State one panned out really large for you.
And like I said, you see me smiling. I ain't even got to say nothing, brother. We don't have to brag and boast over here. We know what time it is, baby. Like I told him last week. Follow me, man. Follow me. If you want to hear a good pick and make some money, just listen to what I say. I got you, baby.
That's what it do, man. That's what it do. How about that? How about your Tar Heel game on Labor Day night?
Somebody said his girlfriend was on the sideline, and if that's the truth, that's the reason. They look crazy.
I don't think she had anything to do with that 48-14 loss, man.
I think so. I think she was calling the. I think she was calling the damn plays.
She can't play. She ain't get out there and suit up. So I ain't gonna put that on Jordan. I forget her last name, but Jordan. I ain't gonna put that on Jordan.
Yeah, we all forget her last name, but I'm putting it on Jordan. Get her ass to the house. She's a bad luck charm.
Belichick. I'm gonna just call her Jordan Belichick from now on. Yeah, Jordan Belichick. But I mean, it's. I don't think it was that surprising, man. You got 70 new players on the squad. I ain't really think y'all gonna have success early anyway. 70.
Well, you can say that, but also if you want to go back 2 seasons ago, when Coach Prime came to Colorado, he had 70 new players, and they also didn't have the greatest season, but they definitely surpassed the season before he came, and they won the first game, which was against TCU.
Yeah,
so it's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what Belichick doesn't have that Deion Sanders had when he was playing those games. A Shedeur Sanders at quarterback and a Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball. There's none of that.
True.
At UNC. We can't equate the two, my brother.
True story.
He don't have anybody that's even remotely close to being mentioned in a Heisman race. So we ain't gonna do that.
Well, whose fault is that? Maybe he should have thought about that before he took that opportunity and that job at the college. Because I don't care what's going on and who you got on your team. Brother, let me tell you something, man. That's not how you start your first game of the season in college football, especially if you 8-time NFL champion Bill Belichick. You don't do that. You have a team, you have a plan, and you don't get blasted out. I don't care about losing. You don't get blasted. 8. Count them up.
Bill Belichick got 8 Super Bowls?
Got 8.
He got 8 Super Bowls with what team?
He got some Super Bowls before he got with the Patriots when he was the coordinator.
Okay. You're saying just when he was on the staff in the NFL, he has.
NFL champion 8-time, baby. That's how I'm gonna say it. I ain't gonna say a Patriot 8-time, but I will say
Well,
NFL.
I mean, he won Super Bowls as the head coach with the Patriots. That's what most people look at. But I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, I'm not most people. I look at how many Super Bowls you won, with how many teams you was with.
Yeah, nah, he didn't win them. He was just a part of the other two. He won them in.
He didn't win the Patriots either, brother. He didn't win the Patriots either. So if you want to put it like that, he didn't know. Tom Brady won those. Sorry,
you
sir.
Them. You one
Tom
of them
Brady
guys.
won those, sir.
You one of them guys.
Hey, brother, you bringing it like that, so I'm gonna keep it with you. If he didn't win the other Super Bowls that I said that he wasn't with the Patriots, and those don't count, then he didn't win with the Patriots, brother.
He wasn't the head coach. Just like saying the towel guy. Everybody gets a ring when you win, but that don't mean you the one that contributed.
Oh no, but the towel guy wasn't a coordinator though.
Towel guy wasn't the head coach. He was the head coach for the Patriots. He won them all with the Patriots. Either way, what games are you looking forward to this opening NFL weekend, man?
I'm not giving no more free picks out, brother. Sorry. If they didn't ride with me last week, they should have rolled with me, baby. Nah, I'm playing with you, bro. Ain't nobody worried about that.
I ain't worried about the betting. I'm just talking about the games in general.
And I was just kidding either way. But either way, I am going to give a free bet because I already had that out for today. Since it will be on, I'm going to put the super premium pick on the Mariners. That's a baseball team. If anybody don't know, the Seattle Mariners. Go to that first 5 innings. Make sure you put it on the money line.
What?
Oh, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the bettors out there.
I'm talking to the bettors. NFL.
I know NFL, I had to bring a bet. I had to bring a bet. I had to bring a bet. That's what I told you. I wasn't listening to that yet. I was on my way still with the bet. So I was going to get this free pick out just in case anybody wants to make money. 58 apparently doesn't want to join that boat. But anybody out there that might want to make a little extra cash, maybe you got to go shopping, groceries, gas. First 5 innings, Seattle Mariners tonight, 7:30. Now, football. What 58 asked me about the first time. I cannot wait for tomorrow with the Eagles and the Cowboys. It's going to be a great game.
See, that's what happens when you miss Monday Night Live. You start doing the opening line on the actual show instead of on Monday nights at 7 p.m. like we normally do. But
Thank you, Verizon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Verizon. You helped me out with that one. They owe me for that.
Yes, sir. So Dallas at Philly. Philly minus 8.5. 47.5 over under. I think the entire country is picking Philly. That's not a surprise there.
It's not, but that's how crazy things happen right there. When everybody thinks they know something. But I'm going to still go Philly either way. But I could see something stupid happening just because Micah Parsons is not there. Everybody's already saying the defense stinks. There's no way that they can win. The Eagles are the champions from last season. There's no way, right? No possible way that the Cowboys can win, right? Okay, well, we will see. But I will say I am going with the Eagles if I was betting on that game, but that is a crazy situation right there because I think Dak and CeeDee Lamb are going to really turn up and show out. But who knows what I know? Who knows? Who am I?
I mean, all Dallas has to do is not lose by 9 points, and they won. As far as the gambling go, just don't lose by 9.
I think I don't know. It's just something funny, man. That's just in me because of all this controversy that's been going on with the Dallas Cowboys, and now you just said, like you said, everybody is voting for the Eagles. That's why I always think there's something crazy, man. Sometimes it's not about the team. I be thinking there's a conspiracy, and I have a feeling if Dallas Cowboys win this first game,
I believe the Cowboys are going to have a good season, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there's absolutely no shred of expectation for the Dallas Cowboys. There's like whatever positives that come from the Dallas Cowboys camp from now to the end of the season is all a plus because they lost Micah Parsons. So now I think since there's no expectation on them, they'll have the season that all their fans have been wanting them to have for a while. Now, I ain't saying y'all about to win a playoff game or go to a conference championship or nothing like that, but I think y'all will have a surprisingly better season than what we think since you lost Micah Parsons. And it might turn out to be that Jerry Jones knew what he was doing, considering the fact that they're talking about how he has to get these might have to get these back injections to play if they want him to play in his first game. So maybe the Green Bay Packers overpaid for a lemon, and Jerry Jones knew it the whole time.
That's a great way to look at it too, because I thought about the same thing, man. Who knows? I guess time will tell, won't it?
It will, because I was assuming that they were just trying to, try to play up the whole Micah Parsons got a back injury situation in Green Bay just to kind of go along with the narrative, try to make it seem like some miraculous thing for him to play on Sunday with the back issue. But if you're talking about having to shoot the man up for him to play a couple snaps, I'm like, this might be a little worse than we thought, homie.
But one thing I do know about these teams, man, and when they do things like these trades and these buyouts, and then and like they did with Micah, they traded for him and then they paid him all the money that he wanted. One thing I do know is that they definitely go through the records, all his physical records, all his doctor records. They make sure they do those calls. They even have their own doctors check. So I know doggone well they didn't pay this man $188 million if he got a bad back. So I think it's maybe just like something short term.
I don't know. Micah Parsons might be the new Kawhi Leonard, man. Get to a new team and we barely see him. Hey, don't tell it, bro. Hey, don't tell it. Oh, you saw. Well, I ain't even gonna get on Kawhi. We talking about football right now. It's too much football to talk about before we get to Kawhi being paid by his coach to endorse a made up. Was it? I think it's a tree removal service or something like that for $28 million. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. Most important game of this opening weekend, in your opinion?
Most important game of this opening weekend. I mean, if I'm gonna be biased, of course I'm gonna say it's my Giants. You know what I mean? Because it's the most important weekend for me. I want to
I
see how
mean,
my team looks.
it's a lot of divisional matchups this opening weekend, homie. I count
There is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 9. I count at least 9.
And out of all those, man, like I say, I think I'm gonna answer your question on my perspective. My most important game is the Giants because we are playing the Commanders, and I
Mm-hmm.
need you to see how we look, bruh. Because I'm scared to death, and it's cool, and I can admit it because I'm a grown ass man. I'm scared. My Giants are scaring me because I think they're gonna be trash, and I hate to think like that. So hopefully I can get a little outlook and see them how they looking against a great team like the Commanders. But the other games that you're talking about, the big divisional games, those are the games I gotta watch because I want to see from betting perspective, how they looking, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna stand back and just enjoy the scenery.
I got that Sunday night game, the 8:20 game, Baltimore at Buffalo, as the most important game in the opening week. And I say that because the past couple years, the winner of that game kind of determines who ends up playing Kansas City in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Because you end up getting home field advantage, and it's a thing. It's a real thing. Yeah, Sunday night, 8:20, Baltimore at Buffalo. I'm eager to see that game. It's regular season, first game of the regular season. Lamar. I'm gonna say Baltimore. I'm gonna say Baltimore goes in there with more to prove because Lamar Jackson keeps showing us that he could possibly go down as the James Harden of the NFL. So yeah, you know how he does in the regular season. Always puts up MVP numbers during the regular season. It's the postseason where he kind of fizzles. So yeah, I think Baltimore's gonna go into Buffalo, shock some people, and walk out of there with a W. See the other big game, you got Detroit at Green Bay.
Yes, sir.
No Ben Johnson for the Detroit Lions. See what the offense can do against that Green Bay defense. And I don't think Micah Parsons is going to be a factor right away for Green Bay. You just got there, man. You still got to learn the schemes, and your athletic ability is only going to take you so far right away. And plus, you're still nursing that ailing back. I mean, they really, truthfully, Micah Parsons shouldn't play at all in his first week.
Right.
He shouldn't play at all. You paid him all this money. You know why the fans are showing up, other than the fact that it's the first game of the season. They're gonna be rocking those number 11 Parsons jerseys. They ain't showing up just to see him sit on the sideline. They're not coming to the Green Bay game to see Micah Parsons do the same thing they're doing, just sitting there watching the game. So you gotta put him in. You gotta put him in at some point. And if I were them, if you're gonna risk it, go ahead, get you a big lead, then put him in for a couple snaps just to say you did it and take him back out of there, man. Because the last thing you want is for him to get in there, tweak that back, like have a real back issue, and now you done blew it for the rest of the season. That's the way I'm looking at it.
That's real. Lemon status.
Do you think that Michael Parsons trade was bigger than the Saquon Barkley trade?
No, I think Saquon is way bigger than Mike Parsons. I think Saquon is way bigger, in contribution wise to the team. Mike is a very good contribution, with his defense, but he's not as big as Saquon was. You see what happened when he came to the Eagles.
Well, we say all that, but the Eagles were already a Super Bowl contender. They added a great piece, but the car was already built. It was already running. You know what I mean? They just needed a little bit more horsepower. That's all.
They wasn't getting to the Super Bowl without him this time. I feel you though, but they wasn't doing it
I
last
mean,
year without him.
you could assume that, but they had made it there before without him.
Yeah, they did. I mean, I'm just saying exactly where you coming from. I'm talking last year. No way they would have made it without him. And you see now he almost had the rushing record. That man was the reason for a lot of games they won last year. When Jalen Hurts wasn't doing too good, he was the one that took it on his back.
But we'll see this year how that Micah Parsons trade turns out. I just hope he's given enough time to become 100% fully healthy. That way we can really evaluate it in its entirety. See what else we got. We got Tampa Bay at the Falcons, another divisional game. That one has some great ramifications for me as an NFC South guy. If there was a way for both of them to lose, I would be grateful for that. But one of them has to win. Give me Tampa Bay in that one, because you'll never hear me say I hope Atlanta wins ever. And that's not unless Atlanta has to win a game to knock somebody out, and my Panthers end up winning the division. That'll be the only way you hear me say that. So give me Tampa Bay beating Atlanta. You got Kansas City playing the LA Chargers on Friday. That game is in Brazil. Kansas City or the Chargers. Who you got?
Kansas City.
Oh, you ain't even picked that Tampa Bay Atlanta game.
Nah, I ain't worried about that, man. That's just like Carolina and Jacksonville. I ain't worried about who wins them games, man. That's the last thing on my mind, brother.
The last thing on your mind.
The last thing on my mind is somebody like Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Like, it's just cool. It's fun games. Those are cool. Those are nice games just to like flick on ESPN and see the highlights.
Cool. Games. So New York is predicted to lose by 6.5 to the Washington Commanders. I think it'll be at least a 3-score game.
Yeah.
It'll be at least 3.
They're being nice to us.
Yeah, you're gonna lose by at least 21 points in that game.
And that's being nice though. The 21 is actually being nice.
Yeah.
I can see a 45-10 final score, But who knows? And I'm not gonna go against my boys. I just like being realistic. And that's why I say I can't wait to see what we look like, man. Hopefully we come out there pumped up and do a little something.
Yeah, you ain't picking that Buffalo-Baltimore game, man. Buffalo-Baltimore, who you got?
God, man, that's just crazy, bro. I mean, that's a toss-up, man. That's a toss-up. I don't want to go against you, but I just say Buffalo for some reason. I don't know why. I have no reason why, because they're both top caliber teams, man. Any one of them, it's just a toss-up. Like I said, you don't know how Josh Allen going to come out, how Lamar Jackson going to come out. Most likely, they're going to come out lights out. They're going to look like they always do, great. And probably going to come down to the defense who wins that game.
Could be, or it could be a shootout, but I'm leaning more toward defense. I think it'll be more of a low-scoring game than people think. They got it at 50.5 as the over/under. I think it'll be under that.
Dang, that's a good one right there. Yeah, that's a good bet.
Yeah, I think it'll be under that 50.5. I think. Well, I'm taking my Panthers against Jacksonville.
Why would you do that?
Jacksonville's 3.5 minus 3.5. Over/under 46.5 points. I think that'll be a high-scoring game due to the fact that neither one of the defenses are solidified, and it's the first game of the season. It'll be a high-scoring game. I think that game will be in the 30s for each team. So that's like a 60-point over/under right there. It'll be a shootout. Yeah, it'll be a shootout. Like two historically in the past couple of years bad teams going at it. It'll be a shootout.
I want to see if Travis Hunter burns y'all down.
Nah, Travis Hunter ain't playing North Dakota State and Colorado State. He playing people. Travis Hunter is playing people whose lives depend on their performance in this game. Yeah, that ain't man. No.
Can't wait to talk to you after Sunday, brother. Man, football Sunday.
There will be nothing to talk about except why they ain't give Malik Nabels the ball more. That's the only thing we gonna have to talk about.
That's it.
That's it.
We're not gonna talk about the 2 interceptions that Travis Hunter gonna have on y'all.
No.
Okay.
No, we won't be talking about any of that.
All right. That's cool. No. I can't wait.
Yeah, we won't be talking about any of that there, boss.
Man, this is going to be funny. I love Sundays.
Did we already predict how many games y'all Tar Heels are going to win this season?
No, we didn't.
So after watching that first game,
Wow.
bowl eligible or not? Remember, you only gotta have 6. You only gotta have 6 to be bowl eligible, man.
Yeah, but wow, bro. Like it was a complete breakdown on the part of the Tar Heels. You know, they had a score, and I was like, okay, okay. I was like, they might have something going on here. They might have been gaining momentum. And then I seen the score for TCU just kept going. I seen us at the same, and I was like, hold up, what's going on here?
All right, so your man Lopez, y'all was down by 3. He threw the pick 6. He came out of halftime, supposedly made adjustments. First play from scrimmage, they rattle off a I forgot how 80-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, 80 plus.
Yeah. But I mean, it's game 1. Nobody expects the guys to do great. I told you, man. You bring in 70 new players. So that's transfer portal mixed with freshmen. 70 new players, man. There's no way y'all were gonna. No, y'all should have chose somebody else, man. Y'all should have played on like Wofford or something like that. Yeah, y'all should have chose one of them schools instead of TCU.
Don't they have these like schedules already done like years in advance? Or no?
I'm not sure how far in advance the schedules are done, but I know they can amend them because Indiana changed their schedule around.
Well, we definitely you're on the right track with that one because we definitely should have amended that one. And you saying 6 games to be bowl eligible? And I love Tar Heel, I love Carolina Blue, so yeah, 4 win 6. Yeah, that's what I say.
Do you think Alabama will lose more than 2 games this season?
Definitely, they look terrible. The quarterback looks shook. Doesn't look like he's ready. I don't know what they're gonna do. I feel bad for Alabama. I think this is gonna be a bad year for them.
Is Florida State the new favorite to win the ACC?
Yes, sir. Definitely. They're with Clemson. They're with Clemson. I mean, you know what I mean? They're with Clemson. So
you still got hope in Clemson.
I mean, after that one loss, yeah, I mean, it's cool, you know. I mean, I think Florida State had a bigger win that day, so Florida State would be, a little bit over. But Clemson is Clemson, man. So I know Dabo is going to handle his business. The Alabama coach, though, I don't know about him, man. He looked like he about to lose his job. The quarterback looked like he about to lose his job. Like, it looked real bad out there, man. Like, I could tell when it looks bad, even though it's just game 1. That doesn't matter about anything, because you can still have hope. Like, Dabo, he got hope, you know what I mean? Because they didn't lose by much. Wasn't a real bad game, you know what I mean? It just wasn't a lot of scoring, So there's some things that he has to readjust. But Clemson is going to be Clemson, you know what I mean? Florida State looked great, 58. I got to see a couple of more games to see if that was just fluke, playing in Florida State, first game, hyped up, ready to go. Was it that? Or are you legit?
Your man told everybody in the offseason, what's his name? Castellanos, like
yes,
Nick Saban ain't here to save y'all.
He said that.
He walked it like he talked it, man. He did that.
He did that.
But you know who didn't do that though?
And who's that?
Manning. Arch Manning did not do.
Trying to skip over Arch, man. I like Arch. I was hoping he was gonna skip over.
No, ain't no skipping over the man. They talking about preseason Heisman favorite, and man, the way they talked about this man, no.
I got a future bet, first of all, with Arch Manning to be the Heisman. So I was with that group of people, you talking about that gave him that pre-Heisman. Yeah, that's me.
Well,
I'm in that.
Well, this thing though. Again, first game of the season. Right now, it's not looking good for him. But I mean, you got a lot of time to turn it around.
I mean, I saw him last year play, and he looked great. I was like, word, when he had to come in for the quarterback that was hurt, Ewers. Was hurt, and Arch Manning started a couple games. He looked great. I was like, oh, this boy gonna be crazy. You know what I mean? Coming in first game, man, I thought he'd be ready, man. I thought them jitters would be gone because he had a couple of games he started last season. So I thought that's out the way. He came out, man. He didn't look right either, bro. He looked like that Alabama quarterback, man. They both looked like they was in the same. I don't know if they was in the same movie theater the night before, and they seen the same movie, and something didn't sit right, or they ate the same food. It was something that wasn't right with both of them. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they have a connection, but Arch Manning did not look anything like he was hyped up to be.
Arch Manning played the defending national champions. I don't know why people kept glossing over that. Like they didn't just win it last year.
True.
And they were playing at home, sitting back, listening to people talk about him as if we just put this trophy in this trophy case.
True.
What is an arch man? Did y'all not remember? We just had a parade because we won the whole thing, and y'all talking about an arch man. All right, bet. We'll see y'all on Saturday. Arch man. Okay.
And they did.
Yeah, did that.
They did.
And now they got to worry about Penn State because the way they were talking preseason, this is Penn State's best shot at winning it all. This is the coach. God, what is my man's name? Penn State coach. This Penn State coach this is the best team that he's had since he's been there. So if they don't pan out, this might be his last season. He might be in the running for the Alabama job or something, I guess, after this. When you start talking about the best team somebody's ever had and the expectations are this high, I don't really see you lasting too much longer after that, homeboy.
Oh, they hyping them up big time, and I couldn't believe it. Like Penn State is always a decent team. Don't get it twisted. But the way they hyping them up, I'm like, really? Like, okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to really check on Penn State because I don't believe in them.
Ohio State had the same stigma on them too till they won it all. So we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes, man.
Yes, we will.
Well, we got some sad news in North Carolina, man. Did you hear about the pastor that was running the forced labor scheme?
You know what, 58? I didn't. I need to know about what you're talking about.
All right, so Pastor David Taylor, 53 years old, and 56-year-old Michelle Brannon running a $50 million forced labor scheme. They're pastors at Kingdom of God Global Church. They have some call centers in Michigan, Missouri, Florida, Texas, right? They forced the recruits to work unpaid at the call centers, denying them food and sleep, and threatening them with damnation. And I'm okay. It's not funny because those are horrible criminal activities. But you sitting here telling me that some folks was under the impression that I gotta work for free or damnation. So damnation beats homelessness. So this, all right, let me give you the rundown. He recruited unpaid phone solicitors and he called them armor bearers. He required them to provide food, keep up his house, his cars, and bring women to his house, but making sure they took Plan B contraceptives before they brung them to the house. So, oh yeah, there's more. I see the look on your face. There's more.
My man ain't playing
at all. The armor bearers were required to sleep in the call centers. They had to meet unrealistic daily fundraising goals as far as, getting on the phone, raising the funds. They were required to apply for EBT cards, falsely claiming to be homeless, and the EBT cards is what provided their meals. Now, let me give you a list of the punishments, Juice, for not fulfilling these obligations as far as meeting the demands as far as the fundraising goals at the call center. Humiliation, sleep deprivation, forced repentance, additional work, food restrictions, physical assaults, and threats of divine justice in the form of sickness, accidents, death, and eternal damnation. Now, see, I got this from the Raleigh News and Observer. I'm still yet to understand what the accidents, death, punishment means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But this right here is one of the illest acts of brainwashing I have seen in a long time.
And it's just an act that got, just the act that got caught and spotlighted on. There's probably a lot more of this going on in society, than we even know about.
And of course, he was using the money for luxury stuff like private jets, cars,
really,
boats, things of that. Of course, man. If you got people, if you pimping people, let's just call this what it is. If you out here pimping people, you ain't just taking that money and reinvesting it somewhere in the community. No, this mine.
My man threatened you with damnation.
Damnation.
Woo!
I'm guessing the damnation part came last after he already beat you up and deprived you of your sleep and all that. That's horrible,
sick,
man.
That is sick. That's what it is. It's sick.
Oh, I got one sicker than that. I got one way sicker than that because you missed the Monday Night Live. I figured you was off chilling with your folk. You know what I mean? It was the holidays, or you might have been at Caesars again. You know what I'm saying? We talked about James Yokley Jr. You familiar with James Yokley Jr.? Are you?
I don't think so.
Cool. James Yokley Jr., 66-year-old. What was his position? The chairman of the Surrey County Board of Elections, right? So on August 3rd, he flagged down a cop. This was down in the Wilmington area. He flagged down a cop at the Sheetz gas station. This gas station was on Shipyard Boulevard. He was like, "Hey, excuse me, officer. My step-granddaughter and her friend found these drugs in their ice cream. They got the ice cream from a Dairy Queen over there off Oleander Drive." So the cop took the information, because it was, pretty much after the Dairy Queen had closed. Top took the information, passed it on, and some detectives got a hold of it, and they went to the Dairy Queen on August 8th. Remember, I said August 3rd. This when the initial situation happened. August 8th, the detectives went to the Dairy Queen like, "Hey, man, y'all around here putting drugs in people's ice cream?" And so the owner of the Dairy Queen, or manager, she was like, "Man, we wouldn't do nothing like that. Look, check the tapes." They checked the tapes. Turns out James Yokley Jr. was the one who put the drugs in the ice cream.
No.
And the drugs, some pills, of course, the pills were positive for MDMA and cocaine. Luckily, the young ladies didn't ingest any of the drugs. I'm confused as to why the hell James Yokley thought that nobody was going to go back and check tapes.
James Yokley, huh?
Yeah, Yokley. James Yokley Jr.
His name sounds grimy.
You put the pills in the ice cream. In my head, I'm trying to figure out, so was this supposed to be like a what you call that, a scam to where you were gonna sue Dairy Queen and hit a lick? Like, is that what you were doing? Or were you hoping that the little girls or the young ladies didn't notice that the Rocky Road ice cream had some blue pills in them? I'm just assuming it's Rocky Road, because I know damn well you wouldn't want to slip a blue pill in some vanilla ice cream, like nobody would see the blue in the middle of all the white. But were you hoping that the girls would take it, and then you're going to take advantage of the children or something? Like, what the hell is your thought process, James?
Yeah, what is your thought process? And I want to know, did he just put the pills in there, or did he crush them up and try to like sprinkle it all in there? Like, what was his main goal? Like, what was going on here?
Yeah, they didn't say whether they was broken down or anything like that. They just said that they were blue pills, and they tested the blue pills, and they were positive for MDMA and cocaine.
Wow.
Yeah, of course he locked up. They had locked them up August 27th, and I'm waiting to see what else becomes of that, so I can do some updates. You already know how that go.
I would love to hear what he says.
I don't.
I was working, and the 2 pills just fell out my pocket. I didn't know I did that. I didn't know they was in there.
Nah, because it showed the video showed him putting them in the ice cream. Like, you can't. No, James. Damn, James. Exactly. Yeah, man, I keep forgetting. Yeah, man. Jasmine Holly out of Waco, Texas, right? 26-year-old. Since we talking about weird, wild cases still, this was a case that was so unbelievable to me. And what was unbelievable to me about this case was, due to inflation and how high things are, that somebody was offering to pay what they offered to pay for a exercise session with this person, right? So the initial plan was for Jasmine Holly and unknown gentlemen to meet up and exchange goods and services to the tune of $400
For the exercising program.
session. Yes, for the exercising session.
Okay.
$400. Damn, I don't know. Oh, I called the guy on Monday Night Live. I called him Myron, and I came up with the name Myron from Players Club. The Myron type. No, Myron, you follow me home? What do you mean? I make sure you get home safe every night, Diamond. Myron. So Myron gets to Jasmine's house. Myron only got $50 on him. Shorty, being the strong, independent woman she is, she was like, "Well, wait right there, Myron." She went and got her gun and said, "Now look here, Myron, we're gonna go get the rest of the $350. All right. Under duress and the threat of lead poisoning, they leave. They go to a gas station or gas station / ATM. Myron's card doesn't work. I'm pretty sure Myron knew his card wasn't gonna work to begin with. So they went to another ATM / gas station. Card wouldn't work again. Not to be deterred, Jasmine goes, all right, cool. Well, let's just run by your house and get it in. So Myron, being the forward thinker he is, he doesn't take her right to the house. No, what do? He just stop up the street a little bit and run into the house, get the $350 and come back out. You think this story was over with, but it's not. She's like, you know, I feel like you played me, Myron. All this is not documented. I'm just
Yeah, I love it. I
freestyling.
love it though. Yeah, I love the freestyle.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. You know what, Myron? I feel like you tried to play me, man. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna give me $500. Cause now I know where your family live. And I heard every last one of y'all if you don't give me this $500. Now see, it was at this very moment that the light bulb came over Myron's head. Myron went in the house and called the police. Jasmine got arrested. Funny thing is, Jasmine ended up being on the $50,000 bond for DUI. I'm still not sure to this day how those two are related. That's just how it read in the story. Now, Juice, my whole question to you, sir, because we got to discuss the topic. How would you have played that situation? Now, mind you, I already know the beginning of it is, well, first of all, I ain't paying $400 with none of that. I already know that. I know that. But if you were in the mind of Myron or the Myron type, how would you play that situation? At what point do you remember to yourself, hey, I'm a man, this is a woman, I know my right cross is a little heavier than her left jaw. Gun or no gun. That would have been my thought process. But, maybe in the heat of everybody say what they will and won't do when the gun ain't on you. I'll put it that way. But ain't nowhere in hell I'm taking. Right, but ain't nowhere in hell I'm taking you to my house.
Definitely, that would have never happened. I know that.
Yeah, you can't know you and this gun can't know where I sleep.
So I mean, it would have been a whole different scenario, if I was acting in the capacity of someone like a Myron, which I'm nowhere close to ever being in a Myron position.
I'm still blown away by the fact that you paid more than 40. You paid more than $40, my man.
So they did the do though, right?
That's the thing.
They did the workout session, right?
I'm assuming it had to be, cause ain't no way they didn't do it and she like go get the rest of the money, right?
But if she's so on top of her game, why would she get the money up front?
But if she's so on top of her game and got the money up front, I don't see the reason for the rest of this story. Like, so you just got $50 for him driving over there. That wouldn't have made sense. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't think this goes that far had not they already sweated it out.
Gotcha. So, yeah, if I was a man and like I say, the capacity of a Myron, in that situation, I probably definitely would have, ran. I'd have took off like that, Speedy Gonzalez.
Say a real hit and run. A real live hit and run. It was a real hit and run.
But it would have been like, it would have been like something I already knew. Like, so after I finished the exercise session, I would have said something like, let me put my pants on, right? And she'd have been like, let me get the money. Oh yeah, let me put my pants on first. And then I start digging for the money because she ain't even got the gun out yet. She ain't get the gun out till she seen those
right. She had to go get.
So I'm going to reach in my pocket. And, once I scramble around that 50, we'll drop it on the damn, the table, wherever we at. And as soon as she come and get it, I'm out already, baby. I'm already doing my 40. You know what I mean? So by the time you count 50, I'm 40 in it. And I'm out the way. Now, anything else, I know if you catch me in the street or something, it's on. I know what time it is. But, that's how I would have played it. I would have got out that whole situation. I wouldn't have let it get to the situation where I give her 50 and just chill and sit around her and see what she gonna do.
Yeah. I don't see why Myron like went to his house with it.
Because Myron ain't right. Something's not right with Mr. Myron. You know what I mean?
There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot missing, man. Like, it's a whole lot missing. It's a whole lot missing. And of course, I'm gonna do my best to try to find the rest of this story. It's got to be some more to it, yo. It's got to. It's got to, Juice. They're missing some. So, okay, you telling me they went to the house where his family is, and his wife wasn't in the house and was like, so where the hell you going with $350 this time of night? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't broad daylight, daytime, in the heat of the night was on or nothing like that when it happened. Like I
Man,
got so many. I have so many questions. Like Myron, what's happening, man? Like what's up? And it all goes back to the you paid $400. Like you was cool with the $400, though, Myron. Like, 400. Like what in the world? What did that particular exercisee have going on that warranted $400?
you know what they say, 50 ain't it ain't tricking if you
Nah,
got it.
I don't know what they say. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
they
don't?
say at all.
Okay,
No,
well I tell you, it ain't tricking if you got it. That's what they say.
he ain't have it. He had $50.
Oh no, he had it. He just didn't have it on him. He had it because he actually got it, like you said. So he had it, but he was trying to play the game where he didn't have it. But he had it though.
Man, she done made Myron go tap into the milk and egg money. God almighty, man.
Yeah,
The milk and egg money, man. You tapped into the milk and egg money for it.
my man. What state was this again? What area was this?
Texas. The lady, the exercisee, she from Waco, Texas. So I'm gonna say this happened in Waco, Texas.
Okay, yeah, 100, huh? That's how much it's going for now. I mean, I wouldn't know, but you know,
I guess that's the market, and everything's bigger than everything's.
gosh, you better go get him a little quick visit next time and stop playing.
Goodness, man. Man. I'm glad no Myrons were harmed in the creation of this story. God, that's pitiful, yo.
Yeah, it is. It's very pitiful for him, and I'm glad we're not him. So that's a good.
I
It's a great.
I'm also glad that we are not on the Atlanta rap scene right now, man, because they're calling it Rat Atlanta down there at the moment.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh
man,
no!
Rat Atlanta. I told you, man, you missed some good stuff on Monday Night Live, yo. We
I
was talking
sure
about Rat
did.
Atlanta. Yeah, we was talking about Rat Atlanta. Cause they released the interrogation room tape of Young Thug. Um, you know how he rap and sing, so they released some footage of him singing to the
Did you say how he rats and sings, or just rap with a P? It sounded like you said rat and sings. That's a good one if you did.
Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, that was a
Can I
great
get the
one
drum? Can I get the drum?
for
Can we
yourself.
get the
You said it.
no no. Hold on. Where's the drum? Yeah, let me get the drum joke.
Let's do it.
Somebody give me the drum joke. Yeah, there we go. Did it come through?
It came through.
There you go. Drum joke for Juice. But nah, man. Rollo was blaming Thug for dividing the whole Atlanta. Then they're telling, of course. Then now everybody's like, so this whole time he was calling Gunna a rat. So when it came out about him, it'll kind of lessen the blow. And where I'm at with it is we're older, so we don't really care that much. I mean, it's funny content to talk about, but I think it's a much greater lesson just for the younger folks to see. Like, don't believe these people. You know what I mean? Yeah, believe what your grandma and your aunt and all them been telling you this whole time, man. Your friends ain't your friends. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They lying. They in here telling just like everybody else telling. And from what I gathered, they ain't even give him a Big Mac, a fry, and a high C or nothing. He just start telling. And like one of the clips, he was like, "I tell you anything you need to know. Just don't let the world know, or just don't tell the world that I'm telling."
Well, yes, of course, we got you.
Didn't twist his arm or nothing. Everybody was nice to meet each other and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, all right, okay, all right. What makes it look, bad for them? We find in North Carolina. What make it look bad for them is how a lot of other states used to always point to Atlanta as being the that's how everybody should do it. We should all get together like Atlanta rappers. If they got beef, don't nobody hear about it. They all work together. They all help each other make money. This, that, and the third. Yeah, man. Atlanta just like everywhere else, man. It's like everywhere else.
Yeah, sorry to say, but it is what it is, man. Ain't no place really different like that. Everybody get the same amount, man. And for him to do that though, talking all that junk, especially they was talking all that junk about Gunna. You know what I mean? When they said he was speaking and talking, you know what I mean, to get out of his little charges that he had, bruh, just did the same thing. Do me a favor though, when they say Rollo, where do I know this man from? Who is Rollo?
Rollo, Atlanta rapper. Rollo had got caught with all the pounds of weed on the plane with him. That's where they got Rollo. Rollo with like Scooter and Future.
Okay.
Rollo the one who went back, bought up I want to say a couple apartment complexes down there where he from. Yeah,
Really?
I'm trying to think of the song that you might know. If I play you a song or two when this is over, I think you'll recognize him. He kind of
Okay.
got like the high pitched voice when he rap. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think. I don't know any like songs on the radio he would have been on, like some mix show songs. Yeah, yeah, mix show songs, but not real like crossover radio hits or nothing like that.
Okay, because I heard the name, I guess, before, but it doesn't ring any bells. Like,
Yeah,
who is this man? I don't know any songs coming up in my head. Like, I don't hear
right.
anything.
Like. Yeah. I'll shoot you some mix show songs or something like that. You'll be like, oh, okay, I've heard this before, so I got you. Yeah, man. So Juice, man, what's up on one of them Juice Joints food reviews?
The only thing I got this time, man, I had to go to a place that I've already been to that I already like, but I've never done a review on it. So it's kind of like, it's nothing new, but I went again just to make sure that if I do give a review on this place, it's still living up to its expectations. And that place is called Golden Wok Chinese Food, located on Bridgeford Parkway in Greensboro, North Carolina. Golden Wok has a great variety of all your favorite Chinese food that you might like. And I just get the regular. I get my chicken wings. I get my rice with my egg in it. I get my teriyaki chicken on a stick with some hot mustard and hot sauce with a little egg roll. And that's how I roll. But I'm going to tell you right now, Golden Wok rocks. Can I get a drum roll for that? I need one for that. Thank you, sir. I need to hear that. Yeah, I need that.
All
yeah,
right.
I need to hear one. Hold on. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Golden Wok. The food is delicious. The food is always fresh. There's always a lot of people in there waiting on their orders. So that's how you know that it's a good place, because you got so many people all the time. I never go in there and it's empty. There's nothing I can really say about this place, but the food is great. And if you want some good Chinese food for a good price in Greensboro, North Carolina, Golden Wok, Bridgeford Parkway. We love you, baby.
Golden Wok, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, Juice, it is that time, man. Since we're to the end of the show, it is that time for a little segment I'd love to call Brick or Swish. Said it right that time. I give a topic from each one of the segments: sports, news, and entertainment. I read you the topic. If you agree with it, swish. If you're not with it, it's a brick. This time I think I might do two from sports, cause the news one was you ain't nothing to agree with in the news situation. Ain't nothing to agree with at all.
Ain't no way you can agree with that.
Yeah, none of that. Oh, that was wrong. Every last bit of it. All right, so look, this will be the first year since becoming the starter for the Chiefs that Patrick Mahomes will miss the AFC Championship game. Brick or swish?
You know what? Something telling me to say. They had a great run, baby. They've been looking great all the time. All these last years, they've been looking great. If they didn't win the Super Bowl, they got to the Super Bowl. This year, yeah. I think it's going to be their year.
Yeah, I call swish on that with myself, man. I just think it's between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, man. I believe one of those guys finally break through, get to the AFC Championship game, and keep the Chiefs. Keep the Chiefs out of it. Yeah, hell, man, Joe Burrow's not hurt. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on in the AFC. Everybody's fully healthy. You know what I'm saying? They might lose against the Chargers this first game. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Brick or swish? Micah Parsons will have the best season of his career this season.
Definitely going to have to throw a brick on that one. I can't see it. I'm happy for the man getting his money. Congratulations. But as of having the best season this season, nah. If he even plays, man, we gotta make sure that man back don't want to pull one of them things. And then we're gonna be giving a real drum roll out.
I call swish, man. I think Micah Parsons has a lot to prove, and the person he's going to be proving it to is Jerry Jones. Every time Micah Parsons gets a sack, he's going to look at the camera. He might not say nothing, but to me, in my head, he's looking at Jerry Jones saying, "This is what you could have had, stupid." I think he's
So
yeah.
this
I think he's
season, that's
gonna
what you
have a
think. This
career.
season.
He's gonna have a career season.
Okay. It's gonna be good to watch. I can't
Yeah,
wait to
yeah.
see what happens as this
Yeah.
unravels.
Juice, yeah. So Juice with with all this telling that's coming to light in hip hop. So that you know how they got like trap rap, you got your boom bap hip hop, you got your all kind of subgenres of music. So there be a category now called rat rap.
That should have been one.
So you call a Swish on rat rap.
I'm definitely calling the Swish on that 6ix9ine rat rap.
Him, that's funny you said that, man. 6ix9ine, Rollo, Whack 100, and Academics was all on a FaceTime call the other day talking about this whole Rat Atlanta situation. That's funny. That's real funny, man. That's real funny. I too call Swish on that because, yeah, man, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
Lot.
It's a lot of them. More than two, and you can start your own group. So, hey, you got your more than two. What's they Boston Richie? What they say? Boston Richie. I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, 6ix9ine. Yeah, the original 6ix9ine. The original. And I'm sure it's like some older rappers. You know what I mean? Who was out here telling and rapping at the same time. So. Yeah, man.
I think it's a part of life, bro, and I hate to admit it, man, because everybody wants to be on a level where, snitches get stitches, or I'll never tell. That's bro, these people out here be running, bro. They be running to talk. It's like they don't even have to be asked to talk. They talk just because.
Godspeed. All I got for you. Godspeed. Oh, well, hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. This has been another episode of 58 South TV presents Topics of Discussion, your new home for sports, news, and entertainment. I'm 58 South. That is Juice Jones. Catch him on all things Juice Jones. My link tree is in the description. Y'all don't forget, y'all go check out that inkspiretickets.com. Promo code 58 South for $35 off of your ticket. That takes place November 15th in Raleigh, North Carolina at the, North Hilton, Raleigh?
Yes.
Make sure I get that. Yeah, North Hilton, Raleigh. And yeah, man, whenever y'all go outside, take God with you. Y'all be kind. Y'all be careful. Peace.
Hit like and
Cut
subscribe.
The check always. Oh, yeah. Monday Night Live, man. 7 p.m. every Monday. Monday Night Live.
I'm back, baby, this Monday. My phone ain't going to be in SOS mode.
We'll see. Peace.